So Reema is here to fill us in with all of the details. Reema.
Thanks so much for that. So Q1 FY23 numbers from Accenture was strong. Revenue growth of 15% is ahead of street expectations and ahead of the company's own guidance of 10 to 14%. In the top line, the outsourcing revenues, which is where the Indian IT companies play, that growth was strong at 20%. The weakness was actually in the consulting space, which is seen more discretionary. For FY23, Accenture has gone ahead and maintained its full-year revenue guidance of 8 to 11%. Some would say, the bears would say that despite a strong Q1, why has the company not gone ahead and upped the guidance? Is that a negative read-through? But on the flip side, the bulls would say that despite the macroeconomic uncertainty, the company has gone ahead and maintained the guidance, and that in itself is a positive. But one thing is very clear, the deal bookings have seen a slowdown. So the new deal wins had declined 3% on a year-on-year basis, and look at the performance on a quarter-on-quarter basis. At $16.2 billion, it's sharply lower than the more than $18 billion figure that we had in the prior quarter. So deal wins are slowing down. Now let's tell you what the key takeaways for the Indian IT companies are. Accenture gives you an annual guidance, and it also gives you the next quarter's guidance. So if you take that into account, the implied second half of the year growth, which equates to the first half of FY24 growth for the Indian IT companies, is likely to be, fairly downbeat. Accenture's own revenue growth seems to suggest that the company is only going to see about a 5.5% to 9.5% revenue growth. There is rising caution among clients with a focus on cost optimization projects. Attrition has seen a sharp fall at 13% versus 20% in prior quarter, which indicates supply-side situation is easing, and there is a slowdown in smaller deals, which could be negative for the mid-tier IT companies. Back to you.
All right, so let's see how the entire IT pack does. Reema, thanks a lot for taking us through all of the highlights from Accenture's